Welcome to the Dress Up Mom. Hi friends, we're about halfway through our condo redecoration, and I want to kind of show you where we are and talk you through of some of what's happening here at the halfway point. But first, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you are a regular viewer or a subscriber, I love you. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's just the button right here. Free, means everything to me. We are also on all the social media outlets, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at the Dress Up Mom, hashtag the Dress Up Mom. So the house redoing has been really an exercise in patience. I've learned that I really kind of like to get things done pretty quickly. And working with Jackie, she has been showing me how you really have to sort of live with pieces, move things around a little bit, and that this is going to take some patience to get right. So it's been kind of a good exercise, but also I'm just like, just kind of want it done. We are still waiting for the couch in here, but we moved some things around, seeing how they look in this room. The chairs, moved some paintings that I had in other places around. Really like this prayer rug. That means a lot to my husband. I think we're going to put this in glass and have that be a focal point here at the fireplace. Just tidied up and cleaned some of that up. As I said, a lot of this we already owned, bought a few new things, but again, moved them out. Cannot wait for the new couch. That's still on its way. That's going to make a big difference. And then over here, I had all of these icons already. They're kind of beautiful. I had them tucked away in a drawer and instead decided to kind of make a little wall piece out of them here. They're very meaningful. We got them from people and they're special. Let's look at them a little bit closer. Been Googling how to hang paintings and things. There's a little art to it, but I like how that turned out as well. Got rid of a ton of clutter here in the kitchen space to be able to show the nice countertops. Got a lot of this we already owned and I just put in a different place. Got rid of all the junk on the refrigerator, a smaller calendar that we just printed out off the internet. Then again, just put away a bunch of stuff. It's so much easier working in this kitchen now when I'm cooking, and it just looks so much better. I had a couple of our nicer paintings for some reason in my office at work, so I brought those home and found a place for them. What's important to me in this little redo is that I do something similar to what I do with clothes. I like to mix the old and new. Personally, I like everything old. I love old clothes, old furniture, old things for the house. I just think they are so unique. They're usually so much better made, and I love when there's a story. There's typically a story that you can find around them. So it was really important to me not to go and buy a bunch of new things. There are some new big items that we are purchasing, our couch and our bed, for example. But I really wanted to get some nice older pieces to mix in with some of the old pieces that I already have. My absolute favorite old piece that I have is super, super special to me. It is our dining room table and chairs. Now, I was very close to my grandmother and grandfather, and this was their table and chairs that I inherited when they passed, and I cannot tell you how much they mean to me. First off, I have such vivid memories of my grandfather and his friends and my grandmother around this table and chairs, talking, laughing, drinking, arguing, whatever, but I have great memories about the table itself. And then I really love the style of it. It is an old piece from India, and my grandmother actually got it from one of her friends who got it from the ambassador to India at the time. This was in the early 50s. The table and chairs are from the 40s, again, made in India. They're rattan. They're a certain kind of rattan style that you can't really find anymore, that they don't do anymore. And it has this incredible formica top that you can do anything to, and it stays nice. I did have the chairs reupholstered a couple years ago. They had gotten really kind of yucky, the upholstering, so I had them reupholstered in this pretty green that to me always reminded me a little bit of a mermaid. So I just love this setup, and I knew that I kind of want everything else in the house to sort of tie in with that in some way. Another important old piece to me is my hope chest that I got when I was 16. I've had it and carried it around with me all those years. It is a nice sleek design. I think it still looks kind of modern, and I love it. Finally, I have this credenza that my uncle actually made for me for my 18th birthday that I keep all of our sort of favorite knickknacks and pieces in. So those are some of the old pieces that I already have that I want to incorporate into what we're doing. I've also been playing around with moving our art in different spaces and different places. Jackie gave me the great idea to take all of our black and white pieces and do sort of a collection with them. So I've done that. You can see it behind me here. And I really like how that looks. I think it's really kind of cool. And I've done that with some other things and with some of our art. So that's been really fun. So I'm gonna head to one of my favorite resale places, Bad Madge Company in South Park, where she has clothes and things for your house and furniture. I'm gonna see what I can find for our place from Bad Madge. Here is the credenza that I saw on the Instagram feed. I love it. It's gonna be perfect for my house redo, and we're gonna get a story about it, which is even better. We're back with the lovely Tanya, owner of Bad Madge Company, and she is going to tell me all about this beautiful credenza that I'm going to be adding to my home.
Well, we picked up this credenza at an estate sale. I brought it in, and instantly we had a lot of interest. And it was in the home of Homer Delawee. And I'm not sure if he actually made it. It is handmade. He was a famous architect. He designed a lot of mid-century modern architecture from the 50s to the 90s. This was in his home. It was a beautiful home. It was a 1960s home. And this was one of the awesome pieces that we got during that pick. So I love my job because then we can find out who maybe influenced San Diego. And Homer was a big part of Balboa Park, the San Diego Zoo. He actually designed, was one of the designers for the Coronado Library. So this is kind of a historic piece. And I think it's very cool.
Well, and I couldn't be happier to have it in my home. Being a pretty much lifetime San Diegan, to have a piece of history like this is going to be very special. Thank you, Tom. Look at this beautiful new piece to set off this room. Another great find from Bad Madge. Look at this lovely vintage chest of drawers that I got at Bad Madge Company. I love the handles on it. It's in really great shape. More storage. Here's how the room looks configured for company. We've got some company coming. So we have this incredible blow-up mattress. It's by this company, Sound Asleep Products. People say it's really comfortable. It fits up into this bag so we can store it, but it turns into this really nice sort of full-size bed that I can fit right in front of the little credenza. And it still has plenty of room for people to move around, room in between here and this credenza. So I think this is going to be very nice for our guests coming in. Another one of the paintings that I brought home from work, which is pretty and I like it. This chest I bought from Bad Madge as well. We'll tell you about it. It's like from the Civil War era, and it's beautiful. It has this marble top that's just gorgeous, and it might be a little traditional, but I really love it. I got rid of a lot of clutter here in the bathrooms. I have my Amma on that wall. The next big project is to figure out what we do here with the bed and this set I'm thinking of something maybe white with like a starburst mirror back there and maybe a padded headboard I've always wanted, and obviously need some sort of nice linens and comforter to go over everything. New couch, we love it! New bed came in, we love it! Doug and I found this starburst mirror today at a consignment shop. We're hoping that we get the thumbs up from our design guru on it. Otherwise, we will use it in another part of the house. But for now, it's above our fireplace. When we were in Ireland recently visiting our daughter, I wanted to get something from there that I could use for the house rede. So I bought this blanket, this nice Irish blanket that looked like a fisherman's sweater. Wasn't really quite sure what to do with it, and then I got this great idea to take it and actually turn it into a cushion on top of my hope chest. So that's what I've done, and I think this is really kind of fun and cool. Love how this turned out, and now I have storage plus seating on top of it. So that's about the halfway point. I just wanted to show you sort of where we are with this. From Jackie and working with her, I've learned that there's so much to this that has to do with like shapes and sizes and textures, fabrics. It's been a little bit overwhelming, but I'm having a lot of fun. So hopefully next time when I see you, we will be done with everything and I'll show you the final walkthrough. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And until next time, have some fun and dress it up a little.